Hey guys, so tonight I'm going to show you guys how to finish up this snakeskin paint job that we did earlier today. So as you can see, I already went ahead and put 4 coats of brown on the top here. As you can see, it has a really nice inlaid look here. The snakeskin print actually looks like it's under the wood, which I think is pretty cool. So, and in the back here, I just went ahead and put one more coat of black and then brown. Now, you don't want to put black on the top because what's going to happen is it's just going to blot out this whole thing and it's really going to screw up your finish on there. So, this is the bottom limb we're going to work on today. As you can see, this is just the regular paint, and the back is it's kind of light yet, so I'm going to go ahead and do this. One little key thing you might want to do is mark which side is your up limb. Now, because I shot this bowl a lot of times, there's some scratches in the PVC, so I just put a little arrow here because that's all going to be covered with the wrap anyway. So to do this, what you're going to need is some kiwi brown and a little bit of black. And I use a piece of block wood. You don't need to use this, but I do. What I use this for is just to get the initial start here. So I go ahead and press it down and get all the ink flowing. Now the reason I don't do it on the bowl itself is because I don't want to get too much polish in one area. So I utilize a block to go ahead and do that. So, by right, if you wanted to, you could leave it like this, clear coat it, nothing wrong with it. It'll probably look pretty cool, but I personally like this inlays way better. It makes the bowl look so much nicer. So let's get to it. So this is the first coat. We're going to go ahead and put 4. And just from that alone, just this one coat, you can kind of see the difference already. You kind of see how that makes it look way nicer. I mean, just side-by-side comparisons here. It just really brightens up the look of the bowl. Okay. Oh, you're also gonna need a paper towel or a junk rag of some sort. And you know when this thing starts getting a little foamy, what I do here is turn on the heat gun. Watch how it gets real foamy there. Just with the heat gun, and it takes it all away. Just the back. Now, because the way I do my grain work in this bowl, you don't need to do that technique where it's going to give you that wood flux, because you already do that in the PVC. I'll show you guys that in a different video. If I get enough requests for it, I'll show it. I'll show you guys how I achieve that grain work right there. So now with your paper towel, you don't want to rub too hard, you just kind of want to really just go lightly over it. Take off whatever extras, and then we go ahead and just clean this guy up a little bit. See that there? The foam. There you go. Nice. There we go. Now you see how this starts foaming up here? You don't want this to dry like that, because then it'll actually give you some kind of weird bubble look on your bowl. So that's all now. Now I just go with this and just lightly catch the rest of that. Okay, flip the bowl, that's 2 coats. Alright. There you go. See, this is what I'm talking about, the bubbles here. Right there, you see those bubbles? You don't want that in your bowl because that's going to make it look very bubbly. So what we got to do is wipe that off before it dries. And you're not putting a lot of pressure, as you can see. I'm just basically letting the cloth grab the bubbles and pull everything one way. You don't want to make circular motions or anything. You just want to straight one way, just to keep the grain going. So now I want to get this grain here a little bit darker. So I'm gonna hit it with some black. Same process here. And all you do is just kind of scat it all over the place. You don't want to make this overly black because it'll just darken this up way too much. So this is the part where you really don't want to get any of this on top of the paint because it'll darken it out way too much. Something similar, just like that. See that? Now you take this, and this one you want to rub just a little bit more. Push the black into the grain. And you see how that black just makes that grain pop. Alright. So now we'll go ahead with the brown. The brown on the top. Want to make sure you catch everything really nicely. And I think that should be it. Yep. There you go. The bottom matches the top. And that's how I do my wood inlays. Alright guys, questions, comments, y'all know where to leave it. Oh wait, before I go, this is the type of clear coat I use on my bowls. Oh crap, let's not scratch up the bowl. Rust-Oleum Crystal Clear Enamel. What this will do, it'll just coat it really nicely, but it won't make it overly bright. Now you could actually use some of this Ace Premium clear gloss. This works sometimes. I use this one more on the brighter bowls because this will bring up the color more. Since Larry intends on using this for hunting, I'm gonna try to make this one a little bit more dim. Still nice enough to look at, and it's a nice conversation piece, but you know it won't stand out in the woods too much. Well, questions, comments, y'all know where to leave it. Check you guys later.